House of Representatives passed a defense bill, but it turned into another display of culture wars. Republicans added measures blocking abortion coverage, diversity initiatives, and transgender care in the military.
Radical programs that have forced our troops at the expense of readiness are now eliminated. And taxpayers will save more than $40 billion as this bill roots out wasteful spending.
They blocked my amendment to help homeless vets get rides to medical appointments. What the hell is woke about that?
The final vote was 219 to 210. The bill authorizes nearly $900 billion in the coming year for defense spending. But this version of the package has virtually no chance of passing in the Democrat-controlled Senate. WGN political analyst Paul Lisnek spoke with Illinois Democratic Representative Brad Schneider after the vote.
Congressman Brad Schneider, thanks for joining us today. Well, obviously, the defense bill passes the House, nothing that Democrats were happy about. This is something that for 60 years got bipartisan support, quick votes. Today it was a different experience. What happened?
Well, thank you for having me. And it was a very different experience today. For the first time, as you said, since the 1960s, a bill that is historically passed with bipartisan support, a bill that passed the committee, the Armed Services Committee, sent it to the House with a vote of 58-1. So it started out, as it normally does, in a bipartisan way. But unfortunately, Kevin McCarthy caved to his most extreme elements, and they added amendments to this bill that attacked women's health care, attacked diversity, LGBTQ, really weakens our defense, diminishes our national security, compromises our military readiness. And for that reason, I and most of my colleagues, almost all of the Democrats, voted against this bill, as well as 4 Republicans.
But it did pass, and so the Republicans had enough votes to get it through. And actually, a couple of conservative Democrats went with it as well. It was interesting that, like Congressman Nancy Mace, who was a Republican, but she was not happy with the abortion provision in there. She was overheard talking about it a lot, but she voted for it. Is there just too much pressure on Republicans to not back away from the party line?
It sure seems that way. You know, the Republicans all complained about it. I had many Republicans say that they wish that the party wasn't doing this, that it's going to make it difficult for them come election season, that they don't agree with the stuff that's in this bill. But that said, when push comes to shove, they all line up and press yes when asked to.
Of the 1,500 amendments, only 4 were permitted from Democrats. I'm sort of curious, did any of them get through? And what was the tone of the Democratic amendments?
There were some Democratic amendments that were included in what's called the en bloc. As you mentioned, more than 1,500 amendments were submitted. I think 400 amendments were deemed to be in order and to be considered. Many of those were put in a package that gets all voted on at one time, and some of the Democratic amendments were a part of that. You know, what Democrats tried to do is see ways that would enhance it. I had an amendment that was included in an en bloc package that just reinforced our support for our alliance with Israel. And that was included in the en bloc package and was voted through overwhelmingly as an amendment. But the other amendments that folks like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, Jim Jordan, you can run down the list, they put in so many extreme, for lack of a better term, really poison pills that there was no choice but for Adam Smith, the senior Democrat on the Armed Services Committee, who's always voted for the NDAA. He announced that he was voting against it, as did I, and all but, as you said, all but 4 Democrats.
And as you know, Congressman, it's pretty much going to be dead on arrival in the Senate. There'll have to be a reconciliation process. I'm sort of curious, in terms of that process, is there any way to fix it? What happens if this can't get fixed? This is the military funding.
That's a great question. This is military funding. And if we don't do this, if we don't get it done in time, it puts at risk our national security. It shows a lack of support for the brave men and women who are laying their lives literally on the line to defend our nation. It sends a bad signal to our allies and to those who are seeking to diminish our role in the world. So it has to pass. It now goes to the Senate. Hopefully the Senate, which has a 60-vote rule to pass anything through, so it will be bipartisan. They will take out or strip out for lack of a better term, again, the malevolent amendments that were passed in the House, and send something back to us that I believe Democrats and Republicans will support and ultimately become law.
Congressman, let me give you 15 seconds. Let's end on a good note. You got a post office in Grays Lake changed to honor somebody from your area. Very quickly, tell us what happened.
Oh, it was so nice. So 13 years ago, Joey Dimmick II, an Army Ranger specialist, died while protecting our nation and fighting Operation Enduring Freedom. The family is a well-known family in the Grays Lake community, very active. Joey's mother is involved as a trustee. I think she might be the chair now of the Air Protection District. We named the post office in his honor, in his memory. Not only the family, members of the fire department, friends from Grays Lake, but also friends and family from around the country came together, celebrated Joey's life, and left what will be a permanent tribute to Joey Dimmick II.
And I wanted to end on a happy note. So congratulations on that. Congressman Brad Schneider, thanks for your time. Enjoy the weekend in Washington. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, you too. Take care. Have a great weekend.
All right, Mike and Dina, back to you.